Howdy, I'm Jeffrey Evans, and if you haven't already heard, the Find Local Businesses and Services widget is a must-have for any real estate, classifieds, news, or local portal site. It's going to give your users a super quick and easy way to find all of the services they need for any local area. And the bottom line is, it's going to give your visitors even more value. And we all know the more value that you give, the more trust that you earn, and ultimately, the more money you make. But in this video, I want to focus on customizing and installing this widget on your website. It's really easy to do, and I know that you can get it done in less than 5 minutes time. So let's get on the computer and get this thing installed real quick. Alright, so here we are at the Customize the Find Local Businesses and Services widget page. Now, you can see we have all the options here, and this will be really clean and really easy to do this. So the first part is the title. Now in this instance, I'm going to be installing it in a WordPress widget. So I'm going to want to use the title area of the WordPress widget instead of this title here. So I'm just going to remove this. Now if you're installing this on a regular HTML site or some other system, then it may be wise to go ahead and have a title. But in this case, I'm not going to use a title. Next, you want to set the default location. Now, in all actuality, this is going to be the particular market or area that you serve. So the default here is Austin, Texas, but of course change that to your local market area. Let's say you're in Dallas, Texas, for example. So we put Dallas, Texas in there and move on. Next is the Set Default Max Results box. Now what this is going to do is when the user runs a search, it's going to pull back up to this many results for each particular service that they choose. The default is 5, but you can put it all the way up to 10. In this case, I'm going to go with 3. So 3 results for each service that they check. Now, if you don't want to show this box, then you can simply uncheck this next box, which is allow user to change max results. And then the box won't show on the front end for the user. But in this case, we'll let them change it on their own and set the default to 3. Now the next area is to select which options, this is which businesses and services that you want to show on your widget to your users. You don't have to show them all, you can show any combination of them, but you just want to go through and check the ones that you want to show your users. In this case, I'm going to check middle schools, high schools, colleges, moving services, water and electric utilities, cable and TV, and internet service. And that's really it. Now I've configured it and I'm ready to go off and get the code. So all I have to do is accept the terms of service for both realestatelicense.org and Bing and click the preview and get code. And there it is. So here's the example of what this configuration, this particular customization of this widget is going to look like right here. And you can even test it right here. So pretend you're a user and say, oh, I'm in Dallas, Texas. I really want to see 6 results for each, and I just want to look at high schools and cable and TV. Click the Go button, and you'll notice that I have this program to open up in a new window. This is very advantageous because this will keep the visitors on your site and not take them off to another site. So it pulls up in a nice new window and shows them the results for Dallas, Texas, 6 results for high school listings and cable and TV listings. Alright, so now that we know the widget works, all we have to do is copy and paste the code. So we can just come down here and copy and paste the code right in the box. Control-C to copy. And if you don't want to use this, you can click the download the sample code here and just hand it off to your webmaster to configure for you. But in this case, we're going to put it into WordPress, so I'm going to copy the code right out of the box. Alright, now that I have the code copy, all I have to do is log into the back end of my WordPress website. You can do that. Log in, username, and password. And now I'm going to install this in a widget so that it will show up in the sidebar area of my site. So all that you need to do that is under Appearance, click on Widgets. And then you want to install a text widget. So I'm going to click and drag the text widget. I'm going to put it in right at the top so it's easy to see. Now just paste the code in and put a title in. Now you remember when I was customizing this widget, I chose not to include a title, and that's because WordPress widgets allow you to put a title in, and this title will match the theme of your site, and I definitely want to do that. Recommend that you do too. So here we go, put in a title, find local services instantly, and click save, and that's it. Now all we have to do is check it out on the front end. Now you see it's not there on the sidebar, so hit refresh, and there it is. It looks great, it matches the theme of the website, and now a user, when they come through, they can look, oh, okay, Dallas, Texas. Alright, I'm going to choose to bring back 5 results, and I'm going to look at, let's say, moving services and internet service. Click go, and again, it pulls it up in a new window, keeping the visitor on your site. And there it is. The results are highly relevant, and it's going to work for any local service query that your users may want to do. So that's it. I know this widget is going to help you tremendously and give more value to your site's visitors. So if you don't already have the link, just go to jeffreyevans.com/FLBS. That's JEFFRYEVANS.com/FLBS.